Yes! And on the 7th day he said, "Let there be light up north." Welcome back, everybody. So here we are. We now have electricity in the somewhat not so messy shed. It's still got a fair way to go, but we've had a good old clean up on the desk. Got some crap out, and we now have electricity. We have one working drum, our pump controller is working, so all good. Now this is a massive milestone for me. Years I've been wanting to get electric up to this shed. It's just going to make my life so much easier now. Being able to do stuff in shed with an actual light. I'll be able to get a couple of sockets in here so I can do bits and bobs. It's just so much better. Before on the old pond, it just had a 3-way switch box mounted to the side of the pond. I was literally just controlling the UV, the pump and the air pump. But now, having this in here, what a difference this is going to make. Now, the connection wasn't all plain sailing. We did have a few hiccups with the RCD keep tripping, and what was causing that was we've got an RCD in this board, I've got an RCD in the main board, and for some reason each time the electricity was put onto this unit, every time load was put through it, it was tripping the RCD for some reason. Now when it was moved to the non-RCD side in the house, it was fine. So my mate seems to think that somewhere on the RCD side of the main board there's a short somewhere. So, but we're RCD protected on this end, so all's good. Right, we're just in shed at a minute, guys. Just getting together this end moving bed, just getting it piped in to pump. I'm hoping that once I've done this bit, I'm going to be able to have enough time and also hopefully have enough fittings to be able to start piping round back up pond as well. So I'm going to get this lot put together and then see where we are for time and fittings. So once I've done this, I'll come back to you and I'll show you what I've done here. Right then everyone, so this is what we've got. So it comes out of the moving bed, 4-inch to 2-inch rubber boot, comes out, elbows down here, and then here we've got an equal T which reduces down to a 1-inch ball valve, and all this will be for is to simply drain down if I need to. So it'll allow me to clean this moving bed out if I need to. I'll have isolators on both sides, so this will just be a means of me draining down the filters, and also it'll drain down the pond partially. So that's all that'll be used for. I'll just need to get a 3/4 female threaded adapter to go on there, which I'll then be able to attach to a hose of some kind. But then it carries on round here, and into the inlet of the pump. So that's where we're at so far. Above here there's probably going to be a 90 straight off of the top of here, and then immediately following will be a 2-inch ball valve, and then that'll be ready to go out the side of the shed to the rear of the pond. But at the moment I've got a couple of tees left, 3 2-inch elbows and 3 2-inch 45s, so I'm going to shoot round back at pond now and see just how far I can get with these few fittings what I've got left. But I can see it being another trip to Koi dealers, possibly sometime in the week, but if not, it'll be more than likely next weekend, because I've got a very busy week ahead of me, starting from tomorrow, working quite a way away, so out in sticks, and I'm going to have a few late finishers, so it's going to possibly be a next weekend job before I can get any more fittings. So that's probably when I'll end up completing the pipe up fully, and once that's piped up, then it's going to mean I can start getting some water in and start testing things out, because by then the window will have fully set. I mean, it's probably fully set now, but I'm going to leave it as long as possible, get all this piped up, and then I can start think about putting some water in. So that's that. I'm going to shoot round to rear at pond now and start getting some pipe work in there as much as I can. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, so I'm just back at pond now, guys. I'm just having a quick look of what fittings I might need to get the majority of this piped up. I've just sat my top tier, my backy shower on top of the wall, just to get a rough idea as to whereabouts the pipe's going to be coming down, as to whereabouts I'm going to be able to tee. So I think what I might do is, this is going to come down here to about this level. Ball valve there, I think. I'll put a ball valve there, down here, and then run along here with a T, so I can tee up there up to the backy, straight along here and into this T there. I think I'm going to take that T off of there. I'm going to cut that pipe down a bit and put a 2-inch ball valve on there, and then this will have a, I don't know how far, I think I'm going to need to work out the level of the floor of my shed with this, as to how far this is going to be, because I'm either going to go straight across there and into the shed with a T in between to come up to this return, or I'm going to end up elbowing here up and then a T and then into this return up here. But I need to get another 2-inch ball valve in here somewhere to isolate this top return. So I'm gonna start at that end now. I'm gonna start getting that pipe work in, get some clips on wall, and then once I've done a bit, I'll be back with you. So I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Right then, guys, a quick design flaw I've come across. So it would appear that when I built my wall and stuck my returns through, it would appear that I didn't stick them through far enough. So when I come to put my ball valve on, the big parts, what you know, the big threads what screw onto your valve, it was too big, and it didn't give me enough space to put my ball valve onto the pipe. So I've ended up having to chop out a little bit of the wall, not a lot. It's not, it's not end of world. It's on backup pond, so I'm not too fussed really, but yeah, that's what I've had to do. I'll probably have to do it on the same one up there as well. That one over there, I've not had to do that because I've used a Cockney Koi ball valve on that one, and I've used 2 rubber boots. Those Cockney Koi ones, because they solvent well straight in, they're not as bulky as these ones, as these big valves, so I've not had to do it on that. But my top tip now, for anyone watching this that might be thinking about embarking on building the pond, is measure your bore valves first. So, right, I'll crack on with the rest of this. Right, so this was where we've got to at minute, guys. The sun is now starting to set. I'm losing daylight fast, so it looks as though I'm going to have to start tidying up, start wrapping me stuff, getting my stuff together, and call it a day for today. I'm going to need down there, just on this bottom joint here, this is slightly too high to connect onto there, so I'm going to end up needing to get a 90 to go onto that, to get it into there rather than a straight on this bit here. So I'll get a 90 so I can take it into there. That should go on there pretty well. Other than that, that's going to go up to feed the backy up there. So there'll also be a ball valve to go on there up to backy. So I can then, this way I can isolate everything separately, should I ever have to. But I'm definitely going to need more fittings. So like I said earlier, I'll either have to get them in week if I get a chance, which I highly doubt it. So more than likely it's going to be a next weekend job. So I will be back to you with more progress as soon as I can. Like I say, I'm very busy this coming week, so I very much doubt I'm going to get any further than this during the week. So next weekend, should I say, is going to be a very busy weekend. Finish getting this piped up, and maybe, just maybe, depending if anything else crops up, I might be able to start adding the first bit of water. So it's gonna be all guns blazing from next weekend. So watch this space. I'll catch you later.